You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
15 minutes of fame, Slim Rita, Lush 1, GTX.
I think it's our first time right here.
It's our first time. This is my first time interviewing you.
Come on.
This is legendary stuff you doing right here, though, man. Let's talk about, first of all, Midnight Madness. You judged all night last night.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
You know what? I hate judging battles because it's so divisive, but I understand my stature in the culture and the weight of my opinion, so I felt like it's a responsibility. And Bill is a good friend of mine. Fuck with Jack heavy, fuck with Surf heavy, so.
And you missed the first one. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, and I missed the first one due to, literally I was 15 minutes away, 15 minutes of fame away from landing in the Atlanta airport, and the pilot was like, we can't land here due to atmospheric conditions, so they had us land in Charlotte, and I missed that monumental event. But with that being said, I feel like judging is a lot better and more thorough when you watch it on the repeat. That's why there's so many battles that the general consensus is way different than in the building, and there's a lot of variables that people don't pay attention to that could skew a judge's opinion. But so I prefer to do it after the fact. But with that being said, I had to turn up for Midnight Madness, and it was dope. I feel like all the judges there was no real controversial decisions.
Not really.
It made it very easy.
I think there may have been one that I'm hearing. A lot of people are discussing the Capo battle versus 215 News.
That was like the closest one.
Okay.
That was the closest one. I feel like the strength of 215's performance and just the way that he carried
Philly flow?
Yeah, that Philly flow is undeniable. And now, granted, I'm a little bit biased to that because, like I said earlier to Frank with the Grippers, that my battle rap soul was born in Philly, being actually born and raised from LA, but I'm inspired by Philly. That's what got me into the depths of the culture. I'd already battle rapped before, like 10 years before, like 5-6 years before the whole Too Raw for the Streets era, but that's what really made me fall in love with it, was that right there. So, I love that Philly flow, and I feel like it was executed really well, and I don't think it was a wrong decision when you have people like myself, people like Tay-Rock, everybody all calling it the same way, Again, though, I'd have to watch it on video. It might turn out different.
It might turn out different. I guess we'll see. What was your battle of the night? I think everybody can agree on this one.
Clearly Hustle versus Dev. I feel like Hustle, his first round, Hustle was like, he was stacking them punches. That's like vintage B Magic, Conceited, Rum Nitty, Chilla Jones, JC cloth right there. Like, he was punching back to back. I feel like he used all of his strongest punches in the first round, though, and he didn't really have the momentum. By the time he was talking about 5-6 pickup sticks, it kind of was wearing a bit thin. And when you're going against a rapper with such a multifaceted attack, like the way Dev was, he's coming with so many different attributes of an MC that gave him the edge. Bar for bar, I could see giving that first round to Hustle, though, because he was just stacking them. But, if he had spread the powerful punches out throughout 3 rounds, it might have been different. But, that was a crazy battle regardless. See a lot of promise in both of them. It's been an honor to witness Dev's growth and to see where he's at now compared to when I first spotted him 4 or 5 years ago.
For me, that was the best Dev I've seen.
That was
the best Dev I've seen. I cannot wait for the people to watch that one back and just witness what we witnessed in that room that night.
Right. I feel like Dev is literally one major opponent away from main page stardom. He's literally you put him in front of you give him a main page look on GTX or URL, RBE, one of the major platforms, and he's on after that.
That's it. Let's talk about real quick the last battle of the night. How was it judging that one? Because for me watching it was very difficult. So how was it to have to judge that?
When fuck shit and aggression that turns into that supersedes the actual performance of the battle, it's kind of out the window at that point. The whole thing's a dub. But unfortunately, Ali's alleyway stumbles was enough to declare a definitive winner. And not to take away from Sharp's performance, because Sharp was real nice and like had a real commanding presence, but really that battle was determined by stumbles at the end of the day.
Yeah, that was it was difficult to watch it, just watching it was very difficult. But shout out to Sharp. He definitely showed up to do work. Hopefully we see you again judging at another Midnight Madness. Hopefully you at every Midnight Madness.
That's a man, though. Thank you. But I'll tell you this, if it's in Philly, I'm there once that while because I love it out here. But also, people got to keep things in mind. Like, there's so many things that go into a battle. If it's 3 in the motherfucking morning, 4 in the morning, the whole crowd's tired, the crowd's drunk, the battler's been waiting around, you're not going to inspire the best performance out of them. That's not going to be A1 footage, no matter what you do. So, something to keep in mind.
Interesting.
Add a crease to your brain. Marinate on that.
You already know the vibes. Lush, thank you for your time. We're going to chat a little bit later when this event is done, because we right in the middle of it. We just getting started, but we about to jump back in the building, finish these battles off. GTX, Space Invaders. You already know the vibes. Thank you for your time.
Come on.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.